Hi, my name is Otito Dosumu. It is my responsibility to... David. So hi, my name is Otito Dosumu. I'm the Digital and Deep Technology Manager at BGI. It is my responsibility to support early stage and seed stage startups by helping them to find the investments they need and helping them to commercialize their products and their services. I think there's a misconception between incubators and accelerators. People usually assume they are the same thing, but they are not the same thing. So there's a big difference, and one of the major differences is what kind of startups they support. So incubators traditionally usually support startups that are much more early stage. So like startups that are focused on building a prototype, and an incubator would typically have an environment or would have working spaces, and might also provide some equipment and stuff like that that the startups might need to help them to build their prototype. So incubators are good for building ideas. You have an idea, you have a proof of concept, and you're trying to transition that proof of concept into a prototype, or usually or to an MVP. So usually very early stage. So accelerators differ. You do have some accelerators that support early stage, but typically when you're moving to the accelerator stage, you already have a prototype, you already have your minimum viable product, and your goal is to receive some sort of financing that could help you to commercialize your product. So you are looking to validate your business model, you're looking for opportunities to scale, you're looking to validate your MVP or your innovation, and that is the major difference. So ideally, startups usually proceed from incubators and they proceed into accelerators, and they proceed into, then they also, when they graduate from the acceleration program, they also search for additional funding, and they scale and they grow. So that's the major thing. So but sometimes with some organizations usually merge the two. They are both accelerators and incubators. So, and yeah. So one of the key things is that deal flow is like the lifeblood of a lot of venture capital firms. So if you're able to get the right kind of startups to come to your fund, the more likely your fund is going to succeed. And accelerators and incubators serve as a critical point and serve as a platform for many venture capital investors to search for their deal flow. So essentially, incubators and accelerators sort of make the jobs of venture capital investors much more easier, and that is why they are so essential. So a lot of VCs attend the demo days of accelerators and incubators. They have several partnerships through them so as to scout for great innovation. Another reason why it's very important to join an accelerator and incubator is because accelerators sort of help you to validate your business model. Many times early stage entrepreneurs are uncertain on if there's a good product market fit because they've been building their product in isolation. By joining an acceleration, you sort of get support that you would need to validate that business idea. You usually have a lot of mentors who would provide you with support, insights from the industry, and that is very, very critical. It's at the acceleration point you want to be able to understand that what you've built has a perfect fit. And many times startups during the acceleration phase usually pivot, and what that means is that they have an original direction in which they want their product to take, but by getting feedback from the industry, they tend to shift that direction into a much more profitable, or to a position that has a product market fit.